This is the way to discovery. Ah, yes. Now I
Every
remember.
step in the fog is a humbling request for firm ground. An outstretched branch with square leaves appears in the milky white sky, as if to offer a hand. You touch a leaf, and a current bristles down your arm, running through your body into the ground. Emotions like 1,000 flowers burst into full bloom, and you fall to a knee. The mist lifts through a canopy, stretched over the valley. At its center stands a tree like a mountain, with roots like ivory ridges, and branches like heaven reimagined with glowing fruit for stars. The open mouth of cut branches breathe fog into the air. A shadow of a man morphs into a winged deer as it emerges from the issuing mist.
I have seen your end. Flames of the lion!
The valor of your heart proved. The Periton bounds back into the branches, leaving a plume of mist and feathers in its wake. It washes over you, turning wound to fading scar. Despite the altitude, the air is thick. Each breath brings more than vigor.
Truth can be magic when found.
You descend a grand stairway of white roots into the valley below. The pines, which looked like moss growing around the life tree, prove giants in their own right. Tawny fairies with flaxen locks lounge on the cracking caps of a witch's egg. They slide down and pirouette in playful approach.
Come and play with
I
us.
wield a menagerie of elements.
Good.
The fairy's laughter fades into the ferns. You put a finger in the yellow yolk of the witch's egg. A taste of pound cake expands like foam in your mouth. An aftertaste of buttered chestnuts melts on your tongue. You marvel at how mushrooms turn fallen leaves and rotting roots into such a bounty, erupting from the earth to do little more than share it.
Ah, yes. Now I
Amber
remember.
lights line the trees and stretch across bridges hung in air. Stairs spiral up the trunk, grown from the tree itself. They end at the bright doors of homes that bloom from the bark like shelf mushrooms. Fireflies feast on skewered fruit encased in glass. The lanterns paint the stairs in a golden glow. It's just a few turns around the trunk to the top. You've no business in the Branchbourne village. Best not to disturb the locals. The bridges line with onlookers as wolfish foxes prowl into the road before you. All eyes gleam with wild curiosity, eager to know your strength.
My power is ancient.
The onlookers take the lemon floral laurels of lavender woven into wreaths from their fair foreheads and shower you in shimmering pollen with a gentle shake. The hairs of your neck rise to meet the golden powder.
No. No. Us.
Sap flows on the forest floor, blushing the underbrush in silver light. The tops of the redwoods disappear into blue shadow overhead, and giant leaves grow like trees, striving for a glimpse of the starlit boughs beyond. A giant acorn splits the flow of the Pearl Brook in two. Half buried and half festooned in cheery flags, this nut has a door.
Not often that I'm able to do business in my own home. Surely this calls for a sale. How may I aid you in your final test?
This I will take.
The woody scent of maple makes the mist taste sweet as the trickling treacle grows into slow flowing sterling. One of the tree-sized leaves dips its stem into the sap, lifting as you approach to reveal eyes, and worst yet, a mandible.
The stars are in alignment. Flames of the lion!
The leaf end bows and motions to the stream from which it drank, inviting you to taste the blood of the glade. The syrup sifts through your fingers, sticking only to itself.
I can see.
At last you come to the source of the Silver River. It is the life tree itself. Sap pours in a radiant fall from a knot where the white wood cups its hands, an ever-flowing gift from mother to child. You climb a route for a better look. 4 cervid stand in service of the falls, the final guardians, the final test. They approach you with antlers held high and deep reverence in their eyes.
I have seen it end. very safe.
At the foot of the falls, a fairy with hips like a stringed instrument sits on a gossamer hammock, held aloft by smaller fairies, flapping 4 wings each. She speaks.
I am the voice of Cardarasil, the life tree. You wish to know who you are. The seeds of giants are spread far and wide to have ample room to grow. No need to check the measure of your height, my young giant. There are more ways to grow than up. I must point you to the purpose for which you've grown. But first, let me look at you, child. The seed's labor is undergone alone, though dressed in a mother's love. You're as much a part of me as the root that breaks rock, or the leaf that cradles stars. Inverness knows the way to make servants of kings is to offer power at the lowest price. But the only power I grant is to grow on your own. Deep into the earth you must dive, to the peak of a subterranean mountain. There begins your descent to the doors of the cathedral in which evil dwells. Take one last drink of the sun, my child.
Branches part to bathe you in a beam of sunlight, and the creatures in audience bow their heads.
Show Inverness the might of power earned, and make room for life to grow.
A doorway appears in a hollow root. The wind howls in a passage veined in vibrant sap. You peer inside, and are caught in the rapids of an invisible river spiraling to the center of the earth.
A wizard is never late.